Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 45 on his way. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Quarterback extends the play. Complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Back to pass, it's McLeod. That's caught, it's Lacey. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Wants to throw on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
The Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the run from inside his own 5. So here comes the Auburn offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's McLeod. Skips away from pressure. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good, solid tackle.
He's just got a knack. He just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
They send the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
This defense has been sliced and diced and now facing another first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Softened him up with a run and now to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Now the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. It's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on first down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's McLeod. They're setting up the screen. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The give on the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They want to throw it. Looking for space to the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Vanderbilt. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
With the catch, it's Kane. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Thrust that arm out. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness.
Oh, he's got some space. He smashes his way through again. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Kane. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle. It's Gage. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. Got to get a big gain. Got to get that 1st down. Nice job. Great nose for the 1st down.
Little touch pass to the receiver.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires into the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the grab on the big throw. There he goes to the left. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. Snagged out of the air. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there, and the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on 4th down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
Makes a grab past the marker. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Looking deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Got the quick pass. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Fires to the big fella. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's McLeod. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Throws to the wideout. Finds the man on the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Gets it to the back. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's McLeod. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Arizona State, 38, Auburn, 0.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Tigers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Gage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking down the middle. And he throws another interception. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Dropping back, it's McLeod. He's going to fire deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Arizona State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, to take a breath and exhale.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Inside the 25. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Yeah, Good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 31 to Ohio State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snap to the back. Oh, better look out. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets into the 31. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.